The next example is, as you can see on your screen, there is a one relation in this relational table. There is a two column, person and supervisor. Means in the person column, the mention of the name of person, and the supervisor, the name of supervisor this person is reports to. So the query is, find the supervisor of Bob. So what the query you can write for this query? What the SQL you can write for this query? Find the supervisor of Bob. First, the query structure says select. The clause is select from where? From which table you are passing the SQL is emp hyphen super. This is the input table. The condition is find the supervisor of Bob. So what you will write? Please unmute your mic and speak. What you will write in this where clause? Let me ask to you. Mayank, Somani. Mayank, please unmute your mic and can you tell me what is the query you can what the query you can write in this where clause? Mayank. Mayank, are you there? Anuj. Anuj Sharma. Anuj. Anjali.
Yes, sir.
क्या आप बता सकते हैं वेयर क्लॉज में हम क्या लिखेंगे यहाँ?
Yes, sir. Person is equals to Bob.
ओके. Person equals to Bob in single quote. Okay. So in this way, we can find the name of supervisor of Bob. Okay. So in the select clause, what we will write? In the select clause, what we will write? The column name in which,
Supervisor.
okay, in which we are interested. We are interested in supervisor. So we will write supervisor here. Okay. So this is a simple SQL you can write for this query. Okay. Select supervisor from employee super where condition is person name equals to Bob. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Next is string operation. How we can apply the operation on strings. Okay. So SQL includes a string matching operator for comparison of character string. The operator like use pattern that are described using two special character percent and underscore. The keyword is like. In the like using like keyword we compare the string. Okay. These two operator we use percent and underscore. Percent we use for character matching any substring, and underscore we use for actually there is a misplace, and a character sorry underscore we use for the any character. Okay. It will clear with example, don't worry. As you can see the query, find the names of all instructors whose name include substring dar. Means we want to retrieve the name of instructor in anyhow the substring in the name of that instructor is dar. Okay, so the query is select name from instructor where name is in which column you want to apply this condition is name like percent dar percent. Dar is the substring before dar there is must there can be any any string or after dar any string means dar must be a substring. Okay, before this dar there you can any whatever is written it doesn't matter, and after dar what is the mention is doesn't matter. Okay, but dar must be a part of that name of instructor. Okay, so in this way you can retrieve the uh, name of instructor in the name that is a substring. Okay, or you can say so any name you can assume in which dar is a substring, it will return you. Okay, is it clear? The next okay, in the same way suppose you are retrieving a string in which string the percent is present, like 100% you want to retrieve means you want to retrieve a substring 100%. So the percent is a part of this substring, so you will write like this, like 100 escape percent, and you just write after this escape this symbol. Okay, in this way you can retrieve 100% substring. Okay, so in this way we can retrieve a substring which includes a percent symbol. Okay, this query is clear to all of you ना? मीन्स ये जो क्वेरी इसमें आपको वो सारे इंस्ट्रक्टर के नेम रिट्रीव होंगे जिसमें कहीं ना कहीं उसके नाम में डार प्रेजेंट है. ओके, और सपोज डार के कार है, तब क्या करेंगे, ऐसे नाम जिसमें कार प्रेजेंट है लाइक तेंदुलकर और in which the name as car as a substring. Okay, Tendulkar, Gavaskar, or you can think about any name which has the car as a substring. Okay. Or you can retrieve the name of instructor who the substring is Kumar. Okay. So how this pattern works? First is a sensitive, case sensitive. Okay. What the Pasu condition is must be it is a case sensitive. Okay. So the first pattern you just suppose you write intro percent. So it will return you the substring which is starting from intro, and then after any substring is any substring it will return you. Okay, it must be start with intro keyword, intro word. Okay, and if you write percent comp percent, so it will return you all the matches which include comp as a substring, and before this what is mentioned and after this what's present is doesn't matter. It will return you all the string which contain comp as a substring. Okay, if you write 3 times underscore, so it will include the string which has at exactly 3 character. It will give you the string which has exactly 3 character. Okay, and if you write 3 time underscore then percent, means it says at least 3 character should be present. The 3 character after this n number of character is present doesn't matter. It's at least there 3 character. Is it clear to all of you, all these 4 condition? If you write intro percent, means intro must be starting string must be intro, and percent means comp must be the substring. If you write 3 time underscore, means exactly 3 character should be in your string, and if you write 3 time underscore followed by percent, means at least 3 character must be in your substring. This kind of pattern matching you can apply in this bare clause using like keyword. Is it clear to all of you? String operations. Okay, so the next is ordered. The display of tuple means what the table we are retrieving as a resultant table, in which order you want to see the result. Okay, so ordering is by, the clause is ordered by followed by name of column. Okay, in which column you want to apply this order. Okay, so list alphabetic order of the name of all the instructor. Okay, so the SQL is select distinct name, each name must be unique, and from table instructor and ordered by name. So the resultant relation or resultant table will contain all the name in ordered by name. Some order means alphabetical order. Okay, so if you want to change the order ascending or descending, you just keyword the dash or as. Okay, ordered by name in descending order, or order name in descending order or ascending order, you can mention here. Okay, here as you can see example, ordered by department name and name. First it will order your resultant table in department name. If in the department name 2 employee having the same name, so it will then order applying order in the name. First apply the order on the first column, department name, like computer science, two in computer science there's 2 employee having the same name. So then apply the ordering on second column, which is name. Okay, or you can write the order by salary. Okay, so it will give you the resultant table in the employee record are ordered by their salary, higher to lower. Okay, if you write ascending order, then lower to high. Okay, like you just want, let me write the complete query. Select asterisk. I want to retrieve all the columns from instructor table and order by just salary. Okay, so it will give me the instructor table in order. Okay. By default, by default it order is ascending order. Okay, but you want to change the order in descending order, so you will write ordered by salary. Okay, then descending you have to write DSC. Okay, it will give you the table in the record of instructor in descending order of their salary. Okay, if you want to pass one more condition where all the instructor is from the computer science department, so you will write where clause department name equals to computer science. So it will give you the all the instructor detail of all the instructor of computer science salary in descending order. So in this way you can write the SQL for your query. The next is in the where clause we can use between operator. Okay, in between is a simple as you can see, first see the this query and it will be more clear. Find the name of all instructors with salary between $90,000 to $1 lakh. Okay, so you will write the name from instructor table where salary between 90,000 to 1 lakh. Okay, so in this way you can use this between operator. Is it clear to all of you? Between is nothing but a comparison operator. Okay, which compare some values, okay, like this is mentioned. Duplicates, as you know, SQL by default contain duplication. Means if two record having the same value contain both the records. Okay, as you know, the definition of set is the collection of distinct items, and multi-set you can define as a multi-set is a collection of item. In this item list in the collection there is a chance two item can have having the same value. Okay, so multi-sets are the multi-set is the collection of items. In this collection there is no chance of duplication. Okay, so SQL is a multi-set. Okay, what are the properties of multi-set you can see here. Okay, let's first write see the query and it will be more clear about the duplication. Okay. Now set operations. What are the operation of set? Union, intersection, set, difference. This kind of operation you can apply over the using in this set operation. The first see the first query and how we can apply the set operation on our SQL. Find codes that ran in fall 2009 or in spring 2010. Means it the queries is asking for give me the codes that fall in that ran in fall in 2009 and or in spring 2010. So first you find the courses which is ran in fall 2009, and in the next query you find the courses which ran in spring 2010. So how you can find? Select course ID from the table name, which is here is a section where semester is fall and year is 2009. This is the first query. It will give you all the course ID of the courses which ran in fall season in year 2009. Okay, this query is giving all the courses ID which is ran in fall season in 2009. Okay, the next query, as you can see, select course ID from section where semester is spring and in year 2010. So this query will give you all the courses ID of the courses which ran in semester spring in 2010. Okay, so we have a course ID written by this query and course ID written by this query. And what is our query is find the course that ran in this semester in this year or in this semester in this. So if we combine these both the queries result using union operation, we will get this our query. Okay. Now we are combining our result using union operation. If you know the property of union operation, it give you the result of all the item set which present in either set A or set B or in both. Okay. If you know the property of union, you can combine both the queries using union operation. Is it clear to all of you? This query? Is this query clear to all of you? If it is clear, please write or speak. Okay, only one student is present, Anuj Sharma. Where is other students? Anuj? Anuj, am I clear to all? Am I clear to you? Anuj? Anuj, even you are not listening, I think. Okay, Anuj. Okay. Anuj, is it clear, this query? Okay, so the next, okay, Anuj. So the next query, find courses that ran in fall 2009 and in spring 2010. Now we want to the course ID which is fall in both the fall in 2019 and spring 2010. So in this case and case, we can combine this both the queries using intersect operation, intersect union operation. Intersect union operation return all the data item which is present in both the relation or both the set. Okay. As you know, the properties of intersect, it will return you common data items. Okay. Here the common means is present in both the query. Okay. The next is find courses that ran in this year, this semester, but not in this season and this year. Means we want to exclude this course of this session. So using set difference, we can apply in the set difference in our SQL. We write except. This first it will return you the course ID which of the courses which are ran in this fall season in this year, but not in this season of this year. Okay. So in this way you can get the result using set operation in SQL. Now you can see I just write one query which says select distinct t dot salary from instructor as t and instructor as s, where the where clause condition says t dot salary must be less than the s dot salary. Okay. So from this query, what we will get? Please think about it. I'm just pausing for a minute. What you're getting from this query, what is the resultant of this query, and what the information this query will give you. If you see the carefully this SQL, it will give you the salaries of instructor that are less than the largest salary. Means in this SQL, you will get all the employees' salary which is less than the highest salary. Means it exclude the highest salary. Means it exclude the salary which is highest. Suppose in your table, instructor table, salaries are 100, 200, 250, 150. Okay. So in this query, it will give you all the salary which is less than the highest salary. As you can see in this, there is a 4 salary, 250 is the highest salary. So it will exclude this salary and it will return you only 100, 200 and 150. Salaries are 100, 200 and 150. It is excluded the highest salary. Okay. And now in the next query, as you can see on your screen, select distinct salary from instructor. This query will give you all the salaries of the instructor distinct. If two employee having the same salary, it will remove. Okay. So suppose these are the 4 salary structure which is present in your table. Okay, so it will give you these salaries, list of this salary. Okay, and this returning this. If you apply this operation, the next query, as you can see on your screen, select the second query. This is our second query, except first query. So what you will get if you apply this minus this. This is the second query result. Apply the minus. After applying this minus, what you will get from this set apply the set difference operation, and what you will get, the same value will cancel out. 100 is 100 in present here, cancel out. 200 will cancel out. 150 will cancel out. What you will get? Only 250. Means this query will give you the highest salary present in your table. It will give you the salary detail of the highest salary. Okay. Anuj, is it clear? Anuj? Okay. So using this SQL, you will get the highest salary of the employee. If you combine these two SQL in a single SQL. And now use the keyword all with this union operation. And as you can see, one more thing I want to clarify. If you apply union set, you apply set operation on your SQL, it will remove duplication, because if you know the definition of set operation, it does not allow duplication. So whenever you write union, intersection, except in your SQL, it automatically delete duplication. Okay, but in some cases or in some queries, it is necessary to contain duplication. Means two value having the same, two data item having the same value, you want to retain that record. In some case, you will use this all keywords. This all, union all, intersect all, except all. In this case, that retain the duplication. It does not remove duplicate values. Okay, Anuj, is it clear? Okay, so Anuj, in the next class we will see the next topic. Okay, so one more thing I want to mention here. When you come back for the next class, you see what are the database available. Okay, so you first see list of database. What are the database available are Oracle database, MySQL database, IBM DB2, Postgres, Microsoft Access, SQLite. These are the some popular database. Okay, these are the some popular DBMS management system, DBMSs. Okay, so in the next class we will see practical implementation of this SQL using Postgres SQL. We will see Postgres SQL. Okay, so whenever you come for the next class, just visit this postgresSQL.org website. Here you will find everything about the Postgres SQL. First, download this Postgres SQL in your computer system, because we will see the practical implementation of all these query. Okay, so download the latest version on your computer system and read about the Postgres SQL. What is Postgres SQL? Read all this. Why use Postgres SQL? Read all this. What are the features of Postgres SQL? Okay, what are the data types it supports? Data integrity, concurrency, reliability, security. Please read all the features of Postgres SQL. Okay, and what are the major organization using which DBMSs? What are the comparison of this available DBMSs? Okay, so before you join the next class, please visit these websites and read about all the databases, and especially Postgres SQL, because we will work on Postgres SQL DBMSs in the next class. Okay, thank you. Now please write the attendance, and you can leave the class.